Hello, welcome to the Derek O'Shea Show, where we watch the news, we look at the news, we read news stories that I find interesting, and we try to laugh our way through everything that's going on because, well, there's always hope. This is that.
Welcome to the revolution.
You have been, honestly, too loud. You moved in here a week ago and you think you can just have loud parties. You're waking up the entire neighborhood. And you're pissing out here on the street. When I take my recycling out, all I smell is piss. And now I know it's your piss. There's kids that live in this neighborhood and they're trying to sleep. Do you think they can sleep with this racket? I don't want to keep smelling your piss. Do you pay the rent here? You have been, honestly, too loud.
Honestly, what is the world coming to? What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Derek O'Shea Show. Papa, what's up, dude? How's it going? Yep, the world's getting ready to have a party, and we're the guests of the honor of the party. We are the party. This is something else. I just saw this video being passed around, and I was like, dude, this is so funny.
You moved in here a week ago, and you think you can just have loud parties. You're waking up the entire neighborhood. And you're pissing out here on the street. When I take
R. Kelly is out of jail, and he's already peeing on white women. Unbelievable. When will we wake up?
You think they can sleep with this racket? I don't want to keep...
That's an impressive dream. Steam. It is an impressive stream. The steam of the stream. 100%. How are we feeling today? Drop a like on the video if you don't mind. If you're watching on YouTube's or the Rumbles, drop a like. If you're say hello if you're watching on the Rumbles as well. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Come to be with you again. It is Thursday, and look, nobody is a fan of political actors as much as I am. I prefer them to continue to act, keep their emotions in front of the face, wear them on their sleeves. I want to make sure the script is out in front, just like Representative Jamaal Bowman, who just recently got arrested for none other than pulling the fire alarm. Again, things that you learn when you're a school teacher. Oh, right, like he was a school teacher. When you see this means don't pull. I know it says pull on it. But when you go to a fire alarm and you say you forgot to study for a test, say you didn't do the homework assignment you thought you were going to do, pull this alarm and you'll get out of it all day. But yes, you'll face the consequences of it later, just like Jamaal Bowman. And this is new video just surfaced of him taking down the signs saying don't pull the fire alarm for emergency. He had no idea that you weren't supposed to pull the alarm. I know he said that he didn't do it. Look, I know he's a liar, but the guy is committed. And then here is him. This is my favorite part. This is him getting questioned about it. And he's like, well, I didn't know.
Not trying to disrupt any official government proceedings. So I'm glad, the investigation found that was the case. The misdemeanor charge of pulling the alarm, I admitted that from the very beginning. So, gotta take responsibility.
Yeah. First you lie about it, then you take responsibility just like a child. It's wonderful to see Senator Bowman still living the dream. All of us dreaming of one day being able to actually pull that trigger, see how it feels, see what it feels like, pull the trigger. And then here is him surrendering to police because, as Biden says, nobody is above the law. Waiting for Jamaal Bowman's mugshot. We can finally have the t-shirt of him pulling a fire alarm. He'll get Saturday detention. Yeah, exactly. Oh man, it's me. I didn't know that you weren't supposed to pull the daggone thing. Hey, before we start, it's National Mule Day. I shout out to the mules and donkeys in the Middle East. Poor babies. Shout out to National Mules. We're all asses on the inside. He'll get a Saturday. Wait, strange. In Russia, they spell oit. What happens if you pull? Spell out what happens if you pull? Oh, okay. I'm serious. I believe you, dude. I freaking believe you. How's everyone feeling? How are we doing on this lovely day? Hope to provide something different today than other days. I just, when like a politician says they have no idea what this is, there are people out there that believe them, And those are the people that have the same voting power as you do. I think that's one of the most depressing things to think about. Sometimes it's like no matter how much knowledge you put in your brain, no how much time you spend reading the news, researching the news, engaging in political conversation and political discourse, people out there that vote for Jamaal Bowman have the same power in their vote as you do. Are you offering quality products at affordable prices? Yes. Yes, I think I'm having trouble with Rumble. Oh, no. Did I mess up the streams? God, I cannot. Rumble is killing me, dude. Are you offering quantity? Yes, I am. Let's see if I messed it up. Did I mess up the streams? I don't know if I did. I think I'm okay. All right. Weird. All right. Who cares what Biden says? Pull my finger. Exactly. I'm always offering quality products at affordable prices, Papa. And you should know that of all people. Of all freaking people. Now, Mike Johnson is our new Speaker of the House. What affordable prices? Didn't you just see the new report out saying the economy is booming more than ever and people have more money in their bank accounts than ever? You didn't see that? You didn't see that going around today? You don't feel that? If you're not richer than you've ever been, buying up homes, spending money on God knows what, investing in your 401k that's doing fantastic, by the way, then I don't know what you're talking. It's amazing that they have, like, some of these agencies, some of these news organizations have the gall, have the cojones to put out that the economy is doing great. No. No, it's not. Great. Now we can go back to paying Congress to argue, posture, and do nothing, just like God intended. Speaking of Congress, Mike Johnson's doing great. I don't know if you paid attention to all the Republican chads from the podcast world, but they were bigging up Mike Johnson like he's going to be this fantastic, particularly Benny Johnson, that guy. So many people were bigging up like he's going to be amazing. First bill, sends money to Israel. Second bill, what are we doing today? Oh, we're going to send some money to Ukraine.
Mr. Speaker, do you support additional aid to Ukraine?
We all do. We're going to have conditions on that, so we're working through it.
What kind of conditions?
We want accountability and we want objectives that are clear from the White House. But we're going to have those discussions. They're going to be very productive.
We all want more money there. All of us do. All of us are dreaming about it since day one. It's better than Pelosi and her little boy. It's wonderful to see the Republicans are back to doing Republican things. This guy's different. Thank God we got McCarthy out. We all want them to have just a little bit more money. Not about you, not about making your life better, not about lowering inflation for you. As speaking of inflation, I don't know if you've seen this popping around, but inflation is doing fantastic. Joe Biden's doing a great job. Economy is booming more than ever. Retail credit card interest rates reach a new high. Because that usually the interest rates goes really high when the economy is doing well, isn't it? Isn't that the correlation? Interest rates go up when the economy's doing the opposite. Why? Because nobody's doing that great. Be aware, however, the average retail credit card charges a record interest rate of 28.93%. That's up from 26%. And then I'm seeing stuff all the way up in the 30%. Yeah, we used to see 30% as high as retail in the credit APRs. You know, credit card interest rates. If you have a credit card and it is not paid off, good Lord, get some help immediately. Figure that junk out as soon as possible. Because, my God. Is it really a surprise? No, it's not a surprise. You talking about Mike Johnson? No, there's nothing of... I think I was more surprised. Honestly, I was more surprised by like some of the podcasters that were just talking about how he's going to do great. And then just like, oh, okay, not bad. Really? You thought the same people that voted McCarthy in, you thought like this time it'll be different? You're nuts. Just because he didn't like, had some questions about the election, all of a sudden he's like this mega giga Chad that's for anti-establishment. Sure. But enough of that. Is Biden joking or not? No, Biden is not joking. He's very serious. Yep, the 27th, we all have to increase the rate 14 to 13. Oh, 14 from 13. Don't get me started. Anyone who voted Democrat. I don't like if did anybody watch the Mike Johnson speech when he won? When he officially won, there was a moment when Mike Johnson was talking and he started talking about inflation and cutting spending, federal spending. And it was just amazing to watch Republicans clap for that because it's like, and then the first bill is about Israel funding. Hilarious. But secondly, none of the Democrats clapped. None of the Democrats cared. They all sat down because they don't care about inflation. More people on government subsidies equals better. What's up, Key Bud? Dr. Ginger. That's me. Not a doctor yet. Soon. Oh, yeah. The whole champion of 2A crap. Yeah. Oh, Mike Johnson. Yeah, I know. He might be okay on some things, but this idea that he's just a shorter McCarthy in my book. He might be a little bit more aggressive on some things. We'll see. I don't know. That video clip I just showed of him saying that we're going to look at Ukraine and look at some of the expenditures and just have some accountability. We'll see. We will freaking see. At this point, once you start funneling money, it's hard to pull the reins back on that bad boy, isn't it? I don't know if you watch drug movies like I do all the time or the drug cartel stuff, but every time you watch that stuff, you're just like, once like the more money comes in, nobody stops and it becomes bigger than it needs to be, and then it just becomes insane. You double down, you triple down, you quadruple down, you never ever stop. Especially AOC, I saw though. Don't get me started. How's everyone feeling today, though? Is everyone excited about World War III as much as I am? I don't know if you've seen this. Hamas terrorists receive combat training from Iran. Look, my take on this is not necessarily this headline. Iran's Quds force, the foreign operations branch of the Islamic Revolution Guards Corps, gave Hamas terrorists specialized combat training in the weeks leading up to their attack on Israel, according to the Wall Street Journal. I don't. Are you noticing they're painting the picture? They're slowly painting the picture that we are going to go to war with Iran. They are just pushing it. And this is what I see in this headline. Even if this is true, it could be true. It could be just, us manufacturing our own narrative to what makes us feel good about actually going to war and sending Gen Z to their ultimate demise. Oh, God, it's so depressing. He also looks less powerful than McCarthy. Oh, because he's shorter? Mike Johnson? What the fuck? I love this commentary during the first impeachment. His commentary during the first impeachment. He said some good stuff. I like some of his stuff. But don't be one of those people who just pick a politician and say he's a total, I don't know, he's based or something. I just saw that when he got elected. I'm just like, God, really? We can't just say good boy or bad boy on things that we like or dislike. I'm already mad about World War III. Our soundtrack is going to be going to suck balls. What is the soundtrack of World War III? Please put it in the chat. Let me know. What will be our war cry song? It'll be unlike the 40s. Well, I am going to dance when I want to dance. It'll be more like, so you know we got bad blood. We're screwed. We're screwed. Because you know we got bad blood. Can't wait to see Gen Z try to blow out their conscription. Yeah, me too. It's not even about him being shorter. The Senator Kennedy will look more powerful. Which senator? Which Kennedy? Give him a chance. He's up against evil. Yeah. I give him a chance. I give everyone a chance. You always have a chance to just disappoint me. I mean, the first bill being Israel is kind of a disappointment in my book. I was told by Ben Shapiro that Israel will be just fine to defend themselves. Shake It Off by Taylor Swift. It will be. It will all. World War III will be all Taylor Swift soundtrack. The Doors. This is the end. My only friend. The end. Sources familiar with intelligence-related Hamas attack on Israel told the Wall Street Journal that at least 500 terrorists with Hamas and Hamas ally, the Palestinian Islamic Jihad group, participated in training last month. I love too that they find this stuff out. I'm like, you didn't know that they were going to attack, but you found this out. We shall overcome by country boy star. We could be what's his face, that Ginger. I forget his name. See, I already forgot his name. Sad. Hamas terrorists have invaded Israel. We're also carrying documents that contain instructions how to make chemical weapons, along with elements to make a bomb, according to Israel President Isaac Herzog, who said that the Hamas documents are based on the 2003 Al-Qaeda manual. So chemical warfare. I mean, the picture is set. I mean, this is one of these things that, like, I feel like all it takes is a few representatives to really start pushing this stuff. Really start saying, you're not even going to hear about Hamas in like a week. In a week, you won't hear about Hamas anymore. You won't hear about Palestinians. All you'll hear about is Iran. And that's all you'll hear, because that will be our new target. Ukraine is out. And Israel is totally out. We're totally in Iran, and we're ready to fight it. Chemical Blueprint was fake. Anything by Lizzo. Lizzo shoving bananas up you know where. She will be our war cry. See, Iran is behind this, said Senator John Yoni Erst, who served in the U.S. military for 23. Who cares? Iran is behind this. The more people say that, just keep saying it. And I want you to think about it all day too. I want you to when you go to bed at night, you wake up in the mornings, I want you to repeat it. Iran did this. Iran did this. And then this is like that's their narrative. Just keep it going. Iran did this. Iran did this. Iran did this. Pork chops on the grill, Ukraine, please. So 2022. Ukraine is so out. We have given them at least $100 billion. They don't need any more. I always wonder, like, what's the cap? We need to go for the $2 billion. We need to go for trillion. President Biden has been so actively appeasing Iran instead of standing up to them. And that's what I love, too. You see, like, the people on the right saying that as well. When both parties start crying Iran, you know who's jogging. Black Sabbath, War Pigs. Yeah. You guys are thinking good songs. Stop thinking good songs for World War III. World War III will be full of songs you don't want to sing. It'll be songs that Gen Z know and we don't know, and we'll pretend because we're old. What's up, Willie? You guys are like thinking like actually good war songs. If we give Zelensky $5 billion, Toothless Joe will get us sniff another baby's head. $5 billion, you mean $6 billion. Get it right. Get your numbers right. I'm the dyslexic one here, not you, my friend. Remember Call Crackhead at Senator Kennedy? Yeah, I do. Senator Kennedy is God's gift to mankind. Can you imagine being somebody who hates Senator Kennedy? The guy is an absolute Chatterooski. Taylor Swift, Katy Perry, and Jonas Brothers reunion. Oh yeah, they'll all get together. It'll be the new Rat Pack. It'll be Taylor Swift, Katy Perry, Jonas Brothers, the Rat Pack of World War III. On the good ship Lollipop. On the Lollipop King. I mean, also, I don't know if you've seen this news. I know a lot of you saw that Gavin Newsom went to China to talk about climate change. And then Joe Biden got kind of like pissed off about it. He was like, I've been to China way more than Gavin. I'm actually a China guy. California is committed to stopping the greatest existential threat to our planet, Hamas. I mean, climate change. California Governor Gavin Newsom announced this is so weird. Have you ever seen a government, like a governor, not a senator, not a representative, but a governor go to China? Go outside the United States. Your job is your state, bruh. Why don't you fix that? Gavin Newsom's incredible. The audacity that he has the gall to go to a place like China when his own state is absolutely trash is unfreaking believable. Fix yourself, bro. It's like, take the plank out of your own eye. What are you waiting for? I can't wait to hit the pro-war version of We Are the World. We are the world. Let's go to war with Iran. Marcia says Taylor Swift sucks. How dare you? Our generation's Michael Jackson is incredible. The vampire, he's the living dead. Was Gavin able to describe America in one word? Gavin asked Xi Jinping if you could describe America. No, Xi Jinping asked Gavin, could you describe America in one word? And Gavin said, fentanyl. California is just Chinese puppet state. It makes sense. That is true. You mean Disneyland? The Democratic governor reelected surviving recall election. Oh, wait, this is the blaze. I was just like, what is... I love when people just add in bullcrap. You're like, okay, get to the meat. Throughout his meeting, Gavin Newsom discussed how California and China can continue working together to advance climate action, promote an economic development and tourism. Nobody loves green tourism as much as me, and you should too. Come over here, check out my huge tourism industry where you can be told how much gas you're emitting into the atmosphere, and we can lecture you and yell at you about your consumption, about being here, because after all, tourism is against the planet. You know what I mean? The fact that you are taking time out of your life to vacation and use fossil fuels on your vacation is unfreaking believable. I'm making a joke about that, but I actually have somebody that I see regularly, and she said that to me. I said, you going on vacation for Thanksgiving or China or Christmas? And she was like, no, I don't go on vacation because I don't want to fly. I was like, oh, you scared of flying? Or no, it emits too much fossil fuels. She's 20 years old. And I was like, can you pretend like you didn't say that to me? That just makes me so sad about this generation. This generation is not going to experience anything. They're all going to be hermits. They're all going to be sitting in their tiny closets, living in their parents' basement, not going anywhere, staying in their rooms, not driving anywhere because it uses fossil fuels. They're not going to ever take a cruise and understand the significance of being on a Carnival cruise line where you can eat as much as you possibly want. They will never be able to have these experiences. Did someone say fentanyl? Oh, fucking Hunter Biden came in with the fentanyl. Gavin said no. Why would Gavin go to China? Is he jealous only of Kimberly? Yes. Gavin is going to China because this is his way of kissing the ring before he runs for president. I mean, you got to funnel that campaign finance money somehow, right? How do you think these people get rich? 10% for the big guy, 10% for me. Is there any Chinese companies I can invest in here with my campaign donations? Allegedly, I just made that as a joke. I wish G would keep him. Dude, she should keep him. I mean, he would probably do well in China. Gavin is perfect. I mean, seriously, 2 peas in a pod, right? These two meeting together makes sense. 2 authoritarians hanging out, having a good time, talking about how they wish COVID-19 was worse than it really was, that they could actually relock us all down together, that we could all bow at the feet of Gavin Newsom and smell his gel on his hair. May we all grow to one day be as powerful as Gavin Newsom, where even he can go to a restaurant in the middle of a pandemic, at the height of a pandemic, when everyone's locked in and restaurants are shut down, and he too can still eat there while you get your DoorDash and pray that it's not cold and still get reelected, because there is generally people so stupid out there that will still vote for people like this. It blows my mind. No accountability. Because what you think I'm going to vote for a Republican? Hell no. I'm not going to vote for a Republican. I'd rather vote for somebody that would already lie to my face and get what I want, at least. He's pushing for green energy, and that matters more. That prick Gavin Newsom is there to sell out America. Oh, we're already sold out. we're already doomed, aren't we? The fact that our politicians, when you say the word inflation, they pretend like they don't know what that word means. They're like, hey, can you do something about inflation? Oh, do what? What do you want me to do exactly? It's just, inflation is just a word, okay? It doesn't have any meaning. It doesn't actually mean anything. Don't try to make me do my job. I'm trying to give you free things. Get over it. Except G actually relies on billions of people. Gavin just an Amber Tea turd. Don't say that about Amber Tea. Just wash the sheets if you're with Amber Tea. Demented more like it. Larry Elder, a black man who was born and raised in Compton, was painted as a white supremacist because he was. He was a MAGA white supremacist, and it worked. The whole Larry. I think Larry Elder said a lot of great stuff, but I think there could have been. I just didn't have a lot of hope in that election whatsoever, and I don't think anyone did. I mean, they gave you like the idea, like there was hope. Inflation, do you think I have a magic wand? Yeah, exactly. Inflation, there's no one can control inflation, okay? Joe Biden is trying to lower inflation while also overspending in governmental spending. 2 + 2 = 4, maybe 5. Inflation is just a word, not an organization. That's what the FBI director said. Well, it's also hate speech. Inflation is clearly hate speech. Anybody with a brain could say that, How dare you? How dare you make me worry about you, There is a war going on in Ukraine that we need to send another $100 billion to. And don't ask me to be held, whatever we send over there, accountable. Don't ask me to audit that money. We don't audit that money. We audit you because you are a liar. Ukraine is good. Zelensky is good. He's sexy. He dances. He's funny. He's a comic. You are bad. You will lie about your $50 Venmo purchase that we will audit the shit out of you for, and you're going to have to deal with it, buddy. Exactly. He's there to get his ducks in order to maintain the Democratic Party and laundering money schemes. 100%, dude. He's the face of the Democratic Party now. I mean, you think it's AOC? Yeah, right. It's a white male. It's like everything they pretend to despise is their supreme leader. That's what's so genius about them. It's like they give you this idea that, like, white supremacy is real and that white privilege is real, and yet they keep only pushing forward rich white men. And you're like, oh, wait a minute. No, we don't have like the willpower or we don't have any way to take a pause for a second and go, hey, maybe we should vote for somebody different. No. You get this. If you look at the Republican Party, it's always like very diverse. It's like Indians, and I'm not saying Native American, okay? Actual Indians, white males, women, black men, and then on the Democratic side, old white guys that can't walk upstairs. What is a white supremacist anyways? My neighbor is a KKK card holder. Is that true? Marcia, is that really true? Your neighbor is a KKK card member? Because that would be nuts. See, that's real racism. If somebody can produce a KKK card to me and say, I am part of this group, I believe you. But that's I want the freedoms in this world to know that. Put your KKK flag on your truck. Wave it proudly so I know to stay away. Put your black Israelite flag on so I can know to stay away from you, because I'm not kissing your shoe. I'm not going to be one of those white guys in those videos bowing before you. You're talking about curry eaters, right? Yes. Nothing wrong with curry. Curry is fantastic. I love a good curry. Does the KKK have cards or K cards? Okay, I see what you did there. Indigenous, Australian. Yes, sir. Whatever. Speaking of yes, sir. Guys, very exciting news. A 50-year-old man competes against 13-year-old girls in swimming competition. Because you need to acknowledge my existence, you transphobe. God. A 50-year-old man, you mean trans man, allowed to compete in a teenage girls' regional swimming competition in Canada. After swimming officials said that they were simply going with national swimming guidelines. Hey, guys. Hey, listen. I mean, this story is absolutely just, like, insane. A 50 years old, competes against 13-year-old girls in a swimming competition due to national guidelines in Canada. Guys, it's in the guidelines. Don't come after me, okay? Change the rules, you idiots. You're so bigoted. The rules are the rules. Let the rules fly. A man named Nicholas Cepeda, who goes by Melody Wiseheart. Hey, it's me, Melody Wiseheart, and I'm here for my swimming competition. Melody, you still have your balls on you, bro. And I'm here to swim. Get over it. I've been swimming at the Y all day. I'm jacked up and ready on testosterone. What the hell are the national swimming guidelines? This sounds made up. Oh, it's in Canada. It is always made up. Canada isn't even a real place, after all. Cepeda competed against 9 other female swimmers. 13 years old. Okay, this is when you know it's a mental illness, right? It's like you're 50 years old. You're swimming against 13-year-olds. Why? I'm here to prove a point. Acknowledge my existence, idiot. God. I'm sick of these transphobes and them not allowing me to swim with 13-year-old girls in the pool if I want to. Yes, I'm wearing a Speedo because it's aerodynamic. Water dynamic. He's from the South. I am from the South. Sorry, I'm from the South. I can't help it. $2 super chat from Willie. Blame Canada. Blame Canada. Blame Canada. Organizers of the meet were confronted by reporter David Mendes, who presented a copy of the swimming competition's results. After initially denying that the man's participation, administrators admitted fault and agreed that Cepeda actually did take part. Dude, if I was somebody, if I had a 13-year-old girl and I saw her get in the pool and then I saw a 50-year-old man get in the pool, it would take a lot in me. I would really contemplate jumping in that pool and beat the shit out of him. You're going to take away a medal from my daughter because you are trying to prove a point? The event organizer told the reporter he did not want to go into the debate on gender. God, because that's what it ultimately is, right? Take away a 13-year-old girl's hopes and dreams and desires to compete in a competition. She's been swimming since she was 6 years old. She's been working on the butterfly her whole life, ready to finally swim that 50-meter yard dash. But no, what's his... Melody Weishart is here and ready for you to acknowledge my existence. Don't talk to me about gender for me because I don't know. I think even if you're trans, like if you were to read this article and you were trans, isn't there like a part of you that, at least me, as a straight, white, cis male, gender, white, step black, ginger, 75-year-old man, I would hope that there would be somebody out there who would read this and go, this is fucking nuts. God. Because the registration, whenever they enter, there is 13-year-old girls competition, so the registration is swimming Canada's. Swimming Canada's. He continued, whatever the registration is, Swimming Canada's for the swimmer, whatever gender it goes into which event can add it. What? This is when you know the rules are so dumb. We're just making it up as we go. This makes much sense as letting the dog play baseball because there are no rules stating a dog can't play baseball. Exactly. What was that one movie? The dog actually plays baseball. However, for the national competitions, only select athletes are eligible to compete, which would be able be on a national team. Then said Nathaniel White, associated. Okay, I don't care about you. In terms of age restrictions at events, the spokeswoman appeared contradict the local organizers' claim. The organizers of the meet sets the age limits. Hey, it's not me. It's over there. It's that guy. It's that guy over there. It's that guy. God. Yeah, the whole gender. This is what happens. The whole gender thing. Everyone's like so over the top. Everyone's so freaked out how to like address this for the weak people out there who are on the fence about this. Because if you're not on the fence about a 50-year-old man swimming with 13-year-old women, girls, mind you, take back that W, then you have a freaking problem. You need to stop. Okay, is this?
So that means
I could come to an event like this. I could say I identify as a 13-year-old girl and I swim with the 13-year-old girls.
we base on Swimming Canada registration. So if the swimmer registered in Swimming Canada registration as a female, she will be eligible to come down to actually swim in this heat.
David Menzies for Rebel News here in Markham, Ontario, and I'm at the Markham Pan Am Centre. This is host to a
Great hat, by the way.
Swimming competition.
Fantastic hat.
And here's
up,
the deal, folks.
We
were tipped off by some concerned parents that a travesty was occurring in the swimming pool. And to quote the old Sesame Street song, one of these things is not like the other. One of these things does not belong. Which is to say that all of the swimming races here at the Richmond Hill Aquatic Center's against teenage girls. Now, the name of this person is Nicholas Sapita. He goes by his alias these days, and that would be Melody Weishart. And the very idea that a 50-year-old male is competing against teenage girls,
this dude seems like a perv.
Beyond parody.
I mean, seriously,
that's why my cameraman Efren and I have.
It's not a parody. It's a problem. If you're swimming with 13-year-old girls, it's not a joke. like it's a joke to maybe swim with like college girls or something. Like that's a joke. You're swimming with women that like I don't even. They can't give birth, you know. It's like
come to the Pan Am Center. We want to find out why this travesty is being allowed. What does the Richmond Hill Aquatic Center have to say about it? What does the governing body Swim Ontario have to say about this? And even Nicholas's own club, the Orangeville Otters. We're going to go in, try to find out if we can find anyone in charge to explain how this latest slice.
I feel like this is a Goodwill suit. No offense. It's pretty big.
Of transanity in the
transanity
pool is being allowed in the first place. And we're just doing a report on the competition. And we understand from concerned parents. Oh, okay.
I don't know exactly what's the purpose of this. That's why I'm trying.
I'll tell you, sir. We were.
Yeah, how dare you film 13-year-old girls? We have a 50-year-old man in the pool with them. That's why we're filming them. Watch him go up, be like, due to the age group of girls in the pool, you can't film this event, sir.
Tipped off by concerned parents of swimmers that a 50-year-old man got to compete against teenage girls at a Friday event. We're just wondering, how does a 50-year-old male get to compete with teenage girls?
Well, it's not actually, I don't think that it happened because I'm actually the competition coordinator for this meet. I do not.
Exactly. It's not a man, it's a trans woman. This is what is happening. I love when people put their hand on their heart. Actually, excuse me. Actually, you're in the wrong here, okay? Let me educate you a little bit. What you're saying is actually borderline racist and transphobic.
We call this a 50-year-old man swimming in here on the Friday, competing with little kids. The registration of a swimmer, it's based in Swimming Ontario and Swimming Canada system. Okay? So when we actually run the meet, we're validating the registration of the swimmer, making sure that they're registered, and also
I'm just doing my job.
Swim. So what happened is that when we accept those swim entries, that's what we do. It's all going through a system
I'm just doing
running
my
by
job.
Swimming Canada.
Look, and I'm just standing by watching a man swim with women.
So what happened is that, yes,
girls.
It's my mistake. We did actually, indeed, there was someone actually swimming on that. Okay. However,
that would be Melody, right?
Well, I don't know exactly because I wasn't present. So
there's no name on that list?
Yes, there's a name in here. That's why I'm saying I'm validating whatever the sheet that you have is correct. Okay. However, the meet was open age sections. So what happened is
go swim in the lakes and oceans. The chlorine is bad for your hair and skin, anyways.
Swimmer. I don't get into with me on age because it's all based on what Swimming Canada's registration.
But Mr. Chan, what I don't understand is that 9 out of the 10 participants were female and either 13 or 14, and the 10th participant was a male, 50 years of age.
Okay, so as I said, don't talk about gender for me because I do not know.
Wait, what was that time? Oh, he beat him. No, he lost. He got beat. He got beat by a 13-year-old girl. 5:06? You got beat by 2 seconds, bro. You didn't even freaking win, dude. Get your ducks in a row. Oh, my God. It's too much. God, screw this person, dude. He lost to a 13-year-old, dude.
50 years of age.
Okay, or 14. So, 14. Sorry, yeah. The age is right there. That makes sense. He lost to a 14-year-old.
Don't talk about
and that's only a small snippet, too.
I do not know because the registration, whatever they enter, this is a 13-year-old girl.
Yes.
So the registration in Swimming Canada, as I say, when the entries comes in, we're validating. We only have a girl and male event. So what happened is that whatever registration in Swimming Canada for that swimmer, whatever gender, it goes into whichever event. Okay. Girls. And so that.
So as long as you click girl, you're fine. Okay. I'm tired of listening to him just like.
Swim Canada.
Is there like
on
more?
Cognition.
Thankfully, fourth-year undergrads, so they don't realize this early in their career. Massing or
Doctor, associate professor of the Department of Psychology. Oh my God. Why? How? You're supposed to be. I just.
cramming.
I'm free. I'm lost. I have a lot. I don't. you're a professor for psychology and you're doing this,
for an exam actually works really well, and in many cases, cramming for an exam is better than spacing. And so I want you to take that little message right there and think about this and what implications it has for you as a teacher. So what do you need to do with your course that might help you to design the course in a way that will actually maximize long-term retention? This is assuming that you as a teacher...
Oh, God. It's too much. I am like speechless. A doctor. You are cringed by your colleague. Yes. Yes. Hey, we're not all the same, people. We're not all the same. But if I had a professor that I found out was doing that crap in psychology, like you're in psychology, you're supposed to help people. You help people work through stuff. You what they call maladaptive coping mechanisms, where those are the coping skills that you have that aren't necessarily good for you in life. And that's a perfect example of one. Is instead of just, enjoying your life, you're imposing your will on kids to prove a point just for fun. You're messing with people's life for fun. You're taking a child's joy, even though you got beat by a 14-year-old girl in your face. But like, you're taking a child's joy for the hell of it. This is that kind of narcissism is unreal. And people feed into it, and that's the problem, is that nobody has the balls in Canada besides Rebel News to call that out. That is insane. A true narcissist, yes. Especially because this person is going to a 13-year-old swim meet. If they were going to college and doing all that crap, that's stupid. We could debate that all, but you're messing with kids. That's why I have a huge problem. That genuinely makes me angry. Freaking stupid, dude. I got some stuff. Exactly. There's get his ducks in order to maintain the Democrat Party money laundering screen. Oh, Indian, racist much? Try Native or Aborigines. I was talking about Vivek. He is an Indian. Sorry. It's okay. You can't help it. Genders can't tell time. That's true. So basically, he just likes being around young girls in swimsuits. He isn't that competitive. Like, it might not even be that. Like, I don't want to it might not be like a perverted thing. Like, it might be this person has the will and desire to just to be the spotlight, even at a 13-year-old swim meet. Like, excuse me, I'm pressing into your space. Get over it. I'm pressing in. I'm here. I'm queer and I'm loud. And you people are the bigots, not me. What I'm doing is justified and totally fine. Calling Dr. Herr, calling Dr. Fine, calling Dr. Trans. Let's get learned. What? What are you talking about most? It's just so messed up. I'm always in the case of do you? Do you? Like, if you want to be weird, you want to put on stuff, you want to, get a tattoo on your eyelids, you want to get plastic surgery to make your nose into a mouth. I do you. But the minute you start getting in kids' faces and being like, guess what I am? It's just stop. Just go to your mental institution and live there. The real messed up part is that he only is trying to take away a little joy of children. Yeah. Well, I'm sure that, and there's also a huge chance, Because a lot of narcissists, like, there's a lot of childhood trauma. So I'm sure, like, maybe at 13 he was traumatized, and this is his way of getting back. Like, it's just, and he, like it's just so, just those people need to get socked in the face. Just maybe to hopefully wake up. Yeah, Canada's so wonderful. Well, there are flights there every day. Yeah, I will also be signing up for the 13-year-old swim meet, and I will also be competing to take that person down, and I will swim to the other aisle, grab him by the foot and pull him back. I'm not gonna do that. That's horrible. Okay, that's not funny. Okay, this is not society. Unfortunately, there is unfortunately here it is not like there, and with the troll, the fake boobs, the woke are more invasive than Jehovah's Witnesses. Oh, dude, that now there's a quote. Wilson, I missed you, dude. That's a quote. The woke is more invasive than Jehovah's Witnesses. 100%. 100%. I haven't seen a Jehovah's Witness in a minute. I mean, they came to my door probably like 8 months ago. They came to my door and like, he was like, "Hey, do you believe in Jesus?" I was like, "Yeah." And then he just kept gumming, and he tried to get me to come to his church, and I was like, "I'm not going to your, I already have a church." Like, it was so stupid. And it got to the point where I just shut the door on him. I was like, "Okay, dude, we're done. I don't want to talk to you anymore. I don't know who you are. You're creeping me out. You make me feel like you're about to barge in and try to take over my house. Also, I have a gun at my hip." Yeah, Pop, I wouldn't either. Don't be surprised if they start going door to door. God, we should do that. We should do like a whole video series going door to door to sell wokeism to people. Have you heard about your woke Lord and Savior today? I don't know the legal rules of rolling up on someone's house and knocking on the door. Have you heard about the wokeism? Would you like to be a part of the woke church where we support LGBTQ, 2I+, Two-Spirit? We are the Two-Spirit. Dyslexia alert. Let me get lens. What the fuck is that? Yeah. Let's get lens. I agree with your prognosis. Thank you. Shout out to prognosis everywhere. I'd swim in the Atlantic before letting my kids go through that. Oh, you should, man. You should. No. What happened to like? See, that's another example too of like why dads should. The community of dads should get together and physically take that person out of the pool. That's what strong men would do in that circumstance. They would not allow their child to be made fun of or used as propaganda fodder for the woke cause. A group of men should pull that person out and deal with them accordingly. That's okay. I debate them. All right, let's check in on Gen Z. I'm worried about them right now. I'm praying for Gen Z. They're going through a lot. They're worried about World War III. They're excited to be a part of it. They voted for Joe Biden because Donald Trump is an absolute orange racist, my dude, and I'm worried about them. Let's check in on them.
Okay, so 5 years of rent-free living, free food, and no responsibilities versus being immediately obliterated by an AK-47 the moment I set foot on that battlefield.
Yeah, but you're doing it for democracy, so wake up, people. It's a huge, huge honor to die for democracy.
And that's if they can catch me, because you think, this draft occurs, I'm headed for the hills, baby. I know a place. It has everything.
Yeah. Gen Z knows how to live in the wilderness, okay? As long as there's Wi-Fi and, pumpkin spice lattes.
Thing I could possibly need, except for electricity and cell service, which is going to be perfect because you won't be able to find me. Do I look like somebody who the authorities are going to be chasing after, hunting down because they need me? They need me to grab an assault weapon and go...
Yes, somebody's going to be on the front line.
Try to, save people's lives. Are you kidding me? Talk about a liability. Go find those people who are so, pro-Second Amendment and wear, freaking American flag thongs.
Yeah, we're, disgusting, but yet we vote for people that make foreign wars all around the world.
And all that shit. Go find them. They have a concealed carry anyway. They know what they're doing. They've done the classes. Go find them. You don't want me fighting for this country. I promise you that. And you know it's true.
Somebody's got to storm the beach in Normandy. Am I right? Shout out to Gen Z. We're very excited for what you bring to World War III. We are in all hopes that you will make America great again by storming the beaches of Iran for the cause of Joe Biden. Remember, you voted for him, you wanted him, and you got what you wanted. Those of us with a brain will probably be right next to you. So it's just really sad that I have to be in a war at my age. I'm getting older. My knees hurt. I was hoping you would take over and do the stuff, and I can do wartime propaganda stuff for you here. But yet I will probably be the one fighting while you cut my hair. Stuff like, what are you trying to tell? Why are you telling the entire planet your plan to dodge the draft? I know. 'Cause they're dumb. Cause don't you know that Gen Z likes to put their crimes on camera now? That's the Gen Z way. Look at me, ma. I'm committing a crime. This is why our military is investing so heavily on AI-operated weapons. Weak men create difficult times. I know. Praise God, dude. Yeah. That's why we need robots in war and stuff like this. You think that it's a good thing. I don't want to die for Joe Biden. I don't want to die for this government. I don't want to die so they can continue to make more money and live off the back of the poor. That they've always done. Oh, we'll send the poor there. Hey, we just got an influx of illegal immigrants. Your pathway to citizenship is through service. Go out and do your duty to the school. The army can use you in the latrines. I once heard a guy saying he would be better spent life in prison than fight for my ass been wiped. My ass been wiped. Valerie, are you saying you wouldn't fight for Putin? Okay, Valerie, you're in Russia. What would you go to war? If we went to war together, are you saying you would consider ducking the draft? No, seriously, put in the chat. Everyone that's in here, put in the chat and let me know if we actually had a World War III. If a World War III was actually coming and there was a draft, would you willingly sign up, or would you begrudgingly sign up, or would you just go because you knew you didn't want to go to prison? Would you try to, now I want you to seriously think about, would you go to Mexico? Would you try to go to Argentina or something? Or with high inflation? Would you try to go to Costa Rica? What would you do? Because at this point, it's a scary thought, to be honest. Every time I go to the gym, I'm always I just talk to my wife. I'm like, I am too in shape for my age. I should have been a lot fatter. They will freaking grab me because I can actually do pull-ups. How dare you? How dare you be able to do a pull-up? We don't even require pull-ups anymore. Begrudgingly sign up, yeah. I would just hope to see one of you guys on the battlefield. I'll just put it that way. Of course not. I'm not fighting Americans. Thank you. Thank you, Valerie. But also, don't forget that if you sign up for if you get drafted, you will also have to take the Pfizer vaccine. Does being recalled count as being drafted? Yeah, I guess essentially. I mean, would you try to duck that? I think it's would you try to escape? I don't know. I would fail the physical. I don't think they would do physicals, multi-shot. I don't think if you. Looking at Gen Z and their desire to work out, their lack of desire to work out, they ain't doing physicals, man. I mean, look at these. Here's a bunch of useful idiots right here. Here's a bunch of high school kids. They left school in New York to protest for Hamas. From the river to the sea, we want to take out all of Israel. I signed up in 1979 when we thought we were going to war with Iran. That's crazy, dude. Everything comes in circles, right, Willie? It's we once us and Russia hated each other. Now we're sort of back to that, but they can't drum up the American patriotism like they used to, because they taught an entire generation of kids to hate America, and now they're trying to be all patriotic, and they like all the kids aren't becoming patriotic for them, and so they feel like they're in like this catch-22 of like, how do we get them to go to war and be excited about war and not dodge the draft and be one of those draft dodgers like those stupid hippies. Like they don't know what to do with these people anymore. Why would I fight for a country that turned its back on me? You turned its back on the country. Reverse card. If I was recalled, I'd definitely show up. I would definitely show up. I'm definitely not opting for a military prison. Yeah, you don't want to do that. I guess, like, you know, the positive thing would be that you would get drafted, you would go to war, and then someone would make a movie about you and your heroic actions for Joe Biden. Someone would make an awesome book for you, like Unbroken. You could be the next Unbroken. You could be Unbroken 2.0, which is a great book. If you've never read Unbroken and you're a reader, read that freaking book. That book made me cry. I haven't cried that hard in a book in a long time. What's hilarious is that it's possible. It's very possible that young women will be forced to register for the draft. Oh, 100%. But you know who will be carrying their their packs? It'll be us. Or when they're like hurt in the battlefield. Ow! Get up, pick them up. They need help. God. The rate of teen pregnancies will go up dramatically. Oh, 100%. And trans pregnancies will go up as well, because because of course. Okay, and you thought that was the only one. It truly wasn't. Hey, they all want free healthcare. Here's their chance. Oh, 100%. Yeah, nobody does healthcare like the government, right? TRICARE. Shout out to TRICARE. You're a pain in the ass. Men who said that they are women will be drafted. The laws. Well, yeah. All that will get, the whole LGBTQ stuff. Like, once war happens, all that stuff will go away. All that propaganda, all that stuff they pretended to care about, all that stuff that was shoved down your throat of like, this is right, this is love, all that kind of stuff, go out the window, and it'll be about taking out the enemy at all costs, even if it means selling out your soul. Here's another Gen Z freaking out about the draft. Shout out to Gen Z and their drafts. Shout out to Gen Z, honey.
Everybody's saying Gen Z is going to get drafted. Like, no, the fuck nope. We're not. And you know why I know that? Because we're just going to say no. Like, how are they going to actually force us to get up and go to war? I understand.
By telling you you're going to go to prison and you're going to sit next to Donald Trump in prison?
And it was like that in, like, the 1940s. What else was there to do in 1940 besides shoot people?
Exactly. There was literally nothing else to do in 1940. I mean, people didn't have cell phones or TikTok. They couldn't make videos like this. There was nothing to do. Nothing. God. Was there even music in the 1940s? Yeah, right. Not even cars, dude. Tell me.
We have things to do nowadays.
Right.
We have twerk, be bisexual, eat a hot chip.
True.
Lie.
Right.
And we're also, like, really mentally ill.
So
I have, like, 6 of these.
Okay.
What makes you think I'm qualified to have a gun? Like,
because you take all of them?
Within 600 feet of anybody, including myself. And finally, like, guns are, like, so tacky. Like,
exactly. In fact, the government will just give us all Ritalin and all the Adderall we could possibly handle, and we will be willingly going there.
Can you imagine just, like, pulling up with a gun? Like, that is so fucking embarrassing.
Wait, what?
Guns are, like, so tacky. Can you imagine just, like, pulling up with a gun? Like, that is so fucking embarrassing.
So true.
Like, what is this? The Revolutionary fucking War? No.
Right.
Like, let's just chat. Let's just talk. There's no need for all the, like...
Yeah.
Like, no.
Exactly.
No. It's not gonna happen. Don't worry.
Honestly, that's a great point. Why hasn't Israel and Hamas talked? I mean, like... You think Gen Z is dumb? No. They're geniuses. They're freaking baby geniuses. They're amazing. The way they eat apples is incredible. The way they move is amazing. The glasses right here on the front of the shirt, very, very classy, wonderful. I had no idea that being bi was an actual activity. That's fantastic. We should be just talking. We should just talk together. Wars would end. Of course, they would never do that. Hamas and Israel, give talking a try. Gen Z is here. They're not going to be in your war. God. I disagree. Well, if you use your other cavity to store it, what the fuck are you eating, dude? That is rude. It's an apple, I think. Right?
And it was like that in like the 1940s.
It's an apple, and he's dipping it in peanut butter. Because you know how Gen Z loves to lick peanut butter. Nom, 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 nom. All right, guys, I've enjoyed today. I hope you enjoyed today's live stream. I appreciate every single one of you guys for being here. You guys are the most amazing people on earth. He drinks pumpkin spice lattes, guaranteed. Yeah, maybe with oat milk because his stomach gets upset. Have a fantastic rest of your day. I will see you guys tomorrow. Seriously, thank you for being here. Love every single one of you guys. I love this community. I love the chat. I can't do this show without you. Did you see Destiny do 6-hour stream on all Israel-Palestine conflict? What a joke. 6 hours? Dude, if this ever becomes a job, I will do long streams. I promise you, because it'll just be an interactive hangout show. But 6 hours. Get up and move. I would do like 3 hours, break for an hour, workout, come back. Dude, love you guys too. Rumble, thank you guys. YouTube, thank you guys. It's still going on. It's still going on. Maybe we'll do the same thing. We still have our Kamala Harris-a-thon coming up. I need to get that together. I just like the idea of doing Kamala Harris for that many hours. Oh, God. Comment afterwards. Yeah, please, if you don't mind, comment afterwards. Comment on the video. Helps the algorithms out. Helps me out as a creator. If you don't have money to support the show by giving super chats, comment, like, and share, it just helps me out because I'm such a small creator. I really greatly appreciate that if you did that, took time out of your time to do that. Thank you so much. Love every single one of you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll peace out. A-Town, what's up? Hey.